Welcome to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXSports.com, where you can listen from any device. Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is powered by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from the Ford Square WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. The Landers Collision Center's pregame show starts now.
And we welcome you into Brennan Klein Memorial Field, the Effingham Hearts and the Mount Vernon Rams. It's a rematch from last year's sectional semifinal at Effingham. We'll talk more about it here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show after a quick break. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
Feed me, Seymour. Red Lake College's production of the cult classic Little Shop of Horrors is coming Thursday through Sunday, April the 3rd through the 6th, to the Red Lake College Theater in Ina. This musical is a spoof of the 1960 film about a Skid Row floral assistant who discovers a carnivorous plant. As the meat-eating plant grows, so do the problems. Thursday through Saturday performances are at 7 p.m., and the Sunday matinee is at 2 p.m. Tickets are only $12. Call the Red Lake College box office at 437-5321, extension 1467.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process, which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fix them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. The Mount Vernon Rams and the Effingham Hearts, a rematch of the 2013 Effingham sectional semifinal. The Rams actually won that by a score of 4-0, if I'm not mistaken. One of their longer postseason games of the year at an hour and 27 minutes. But it was a sectional semifinal win, and it led to a sectional championship berth, and the rest, of course, is history. That's the last time these two teams met then. Both teams a little bit different, although Effingham returned some talent from a year ago.
A lot of these two teams are considerably different. I think Effingham lost a lot of talent off that team last year. I think going into that game last May, there was a lot of expectation for Effingham being at home in a sectional. Mount Vernon went in there and cleaned up, took care of business pretty quickly in that ball game behind Brock Fulkerson. So a little revenge on the mind. Of course, this regular season game doesn't happen very often because last season Effingham snowed out. They did play here the season before, but of course before that it's been spotty. So these two teams get to play now. Hopefully we'll get this in before any of this rain comes by, or hopefully it goes around us.
Well, rain showers are a concern, of course. You look at the radar, it appears to be headed right toward the King City. We're from Brennan Klein Memorial Field today, the 3-2 Hearts, the 3-4-1 Mount Vernon Rams. And Rain looking almost like a certainty. Of course, it's lightened up a little bit to our west and southwest, but again, radar doesn't appear to be too forgiving. Page Insurance brings you your batting orders today. Log on to pageinsurance.net or call 242-7000 for Health Flow. We need to meet the Flaming Hearts.
Leading off will be shortstop Braden Bone, followed by Keenan Mahaffey and Carter Hayes. Swade Sanders, the DH, in the 4-hole. He's hitting for the pitcher, Brendan Poland. Mike Waltman in right, and first baseman Kevin Doherty in the 6th spot. 7th spot is Adam Custer. Batting 8th at third, Preston Walker, and batting 9th, Lane Koenig for the Hearts.
First pitch will come from Aaron Morgan getting the start today. First pitch is fouled off. It'll get over the right field fence and out of play for a quick 0-1 count here to Braden Bone. First pitch came at 4:25, so about 5 minutes early, trying to beat the possible rain on the way, and the count is no balls and a strike to Braden Bone. Mahaffey and Hayes to follow here in the top half of the first. As presented by Community First Bank, the 0-1 pitch will be fouled off. It's the screen. And it's quickly 0-2. Community First Bank of the Heartland, of course, home of the one account featuring free checking and high-yield interest. Log on to ComFirstBank.net to read more.
Wind blowing out to right center field today, dead out. Teams will probably play a little quicker between innings.
Here comes curveball inside corner, and that'll be a called third strike. So the curveball working early on, and the strike zone working early on, of course, for Aaron Morgan.
Well, and one thing about it, I think both teams will try to get in and out, try to hustle up. The soccer game across the way has also started early as well. Teams are going to try to get in, and Effingham had a little trouble from Salem to Mount Vernon on the interstate getting here. It took a little longer than normal.
That it did, as Mahaffey will step in. The right-handed batter will take a first pitch ball up. It'll be 1-0 to Mahaffey with Hayes on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the first, no score yet between the Rams and the Hearts. Stiff wind out to right center field. As the 1-0 fastball, well outside, will wave that and miss for Mahaffey. It's 1-1.
Effingham has 3 wins, 2 against LaSalle, Peru, and Altamont. 2 losses to Triad and Muhammad Seymour. That's how they're 3-2 on the year.
They're another school that likes to play teams like Triad. As the 1-1 misses outside, 2 balls and a strike to Mahaffey. Effingham, of course, has a similar philosophy of trying to play, of course, teams that they may see in a sectional. And, of course, they were just a game away from having seen Triad. And the sectional championship at the Mount Vernon Rams stood in the way. 2-1 becomes 3-1, I thought, on the outside, or off of the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. The Hearts up to bat. The Rams, of course, defensively will meet them in just a moment. As Aaron Morgan fires a 3-1 pitch. It'll be popped up sky high into shallow right center field. Looks like it's the right fielder, Zach Giants, calling everybody off, but it'll be Blake Jones to make the play from center field.
That ball started out above Reed Millwood at second base. Time the wind got done with it. It blew out to right center field pretty good ways. It tells you the jet stream coming over the pavilion here, heading out onto the field that's behind us. Maybe the wind will blow that rain out away from us, but we'll see.
See what happens as Carter Hayes, the catcher, stands in. This can be a quick ground ball. We'll meet the defense later as Millwood will pick it up and fire over to first. 4-3 to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Hearts to the first, no score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Chevrolet Open House event is going on now at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Get big savings on the entire lineup of top-quality fuel-efficient cars like the Sonic Spark, Volt, Malibu, and Cruise, all backed by our award-winning service department. Schmidt Chevrolet is your regional Chevrolet headquarters. But hurry, the Chevrolet Open House event is here for a limited time, and these deals won't last long. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Complete. That's the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois with a full sports medicine clinic, state-of-the-art MRI, a spine care team that focuses on pain management, arthroscopy specialists offering total joint replacement, hand surgery, and complete rehabilitation services. Doctors Chow, Houle, Ahn, Kowalski, Freehill, and Smith stand ready to serve you today with offices in Mount Vernon and Centralia and satellite offices in Benton and Nashville. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams in the Hearts, scoreless as we head to the home half of the first. We need to meet the Rams batting order, courtesy of Page Insurance.
Ryan Campbell, Reed Millwood, and Thomas Weber in the top third. Jake Pike, Tyler Morgan, Aaron Morgan in the middle third as Tyler Morgan is DH for Giants. And right, and then Blake Jones, Braden Smith, and Zach Brookman, your bottom third of the lineup for the Mount Vernon Rams.
There you go. Of course, for the Hearts defensively, Lane Koenig, Keenan Mahaffey, Michael Woltman left to right, Preston Walker, Braden Bone, Adam Custer Kevin Doherty, third to first in the infield. Carter Hayes does the catching. For the pitcher, Brendan Poland. Should have wrote it phonetically.
I did.
You did. I did not. I wrote it spelled correctly for some
reason. Coming out to the game, by the way, the street here at Main Street is closed.
Yep, 34th extension.
Yeah.
That was a pleasant surprise that I didn't know about. Might help to get the word out sometime.
So if you're coming to the game, you'll have to wrap around the Wells Bypass around 148 and around, or come down another street and go around that way. You will not be able to come down by the water slide.
The Aquatic Zoo, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry.
Could get some free water today. It's the rain.
Well, you got to have water to have water. Water to Got to get them pipes in.
I don't see any animals out there yet. I hope to get a tour soon. As Campbell, Millwood, and Weber will start it off for the Rams here in the bottom of the first. First pitch for Poland will be lined into left field. This one is going to go a long ways. It'll get to the base of the fence for Ryan Campbell. Around first, headed for second. He'll be held up for the leadoff double yet again today.
Young fella jumped on that pitch. That'd have been long gone on the interstate yesterday. Benton here at Brennan Klein Field. That's a warning track shot for a double. Went about 300 feet. Good swing by Campbell, jumping on the first pitch fastball. Kind of guessing that Poland was wanting to work ahead and jumped right on it.
WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Log on to FordSquare.com to view all their inventory and schedule your service appointments. Millwood drops down the bunt right in front of the dish, picking it up to pitcher Poland. Over to first for the out, as that will go.
1-4. 1-4 sack bunt. Great job by Reed Millwood getting that bunt out. Campbell goes to third, and the Rams playing small ball early, looking for a lead early.
This will bring in Thomas Weber. Runner on third, one out, bottom of the first. Scoreless thus far, but an RBI chance. It's about 90 feet away for the catcher, Weber.
Rams about 12 runs behind their production yesterday in the first inning.
That they are. Scored 12 in the first. Ended up with 17 for the game. First pitch on the way to Weber. Going to get away, and a run is going to score. Here comes Ryan Campbell, and the Rams take a 1-0 lead on the wild pitch.
That's a very good start. And I think the difference, obviously, from Saturday in the doubleheader sweep, Mount Vernon got a little confidence yesterday, obviously beating Benton, a smaller school, but coming out here jumping on Effingham 1-0. That's big for their confidence playing a school their size.
Of course, Tony Wilk brings you the scoreboard updates here on WMIX. Find him in Mount Vernon on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. Worldwide at TonyWill.com. We're looking for the White State Farm Jeep around town as a 1-0 comes. Felt high, might have hit him on the hip, and that'll put Thomas Weber aboard.
Well, Mount Vernon off to a cracking start. Yeah, I jumped too at the camera flash.
Yep, on a day like today, anytime you see a camera flash, you start to be like, oh no. Thinking obviously that it is lightning, so it has become a bit of a distraction and somewhat of a scare because it feels so close that you start to leap a little bit out of your chair. 1-0 ball game. Rams on top. 1 run on 1 hit. A runner on first here with 1 out for Jake Pike. He had a big day at the plate yesterday. And 2 homers in the Rams win over Benton on the road. Rams are home today and possibly tomorrow, depending upon the weather, of course. Have the Montini Broncos who are at Benton today. And this one's going to be lifted in the center. On the run will be Mahaffey. And he will make the grab in the outfield, and they'll make a quick throw to first, but back in time as Weber. So 2 outs in the inning here in the bottom half of the first. Rams on top 1-0. It was a wild pitch that got Ryan Campbell home from third base. There was a sacrifice that got him to third. So in will step Tyler Morgan, the only Ram pitcher. Well, now, not the only Ram pitcher anymore. It has a 2-0 record to start, of course. Hasn't pitched yet this week. We'll see when he gets to go as this will cross the inside corner. 0-1 to the DH, Tyler Morgan. Aaron Morgan on deck. Broncos of Montini tomorrow. Thursday heading to Althoff, weather permitting. Friday we'll travel to DuQuoin. Take Saturday off and come back and attack next week. 0-1 the count. 2 gone here in the bottom half of the first. A 1-0 ball game. You can give us a follow on Twitter at WMIX Sports. As Poland is set, here comes the pitch on the way. Front-footed, tapped foul. And that'll be 0-2 to Tyler Morgan.
The Morgans, and they're starting to make a name for themselves on the bump. And here the rain is here.
You can hear it start to fall in the King City, or at least we can start to hear it fall, I should say. On the metal facade, 0-2 is the count to Morgan. 2 outs, he will lift this foul over the backstop. And out of play as the count becomes no ball, or should say, stays to 0-2, with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. We'll bring the speakers in. Might have done that before.
They were being positive.
They'll be okay. They're outdoor speakers.
So right now you could play for another 2 hours in this kind of rain, just matter if it gets heavier.
0-2 counting. That's going to miss high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Rams on top. 1 run on 1 hit. As Tyler Morgan tries to keep things going. He has the DH spot today. Batting in place is Zach Giants. They'll check on the runner Weber at first. Not much doing over there, as this will become the most popular area.
I know it will be.
In the stadium. Red and Clyde Memorial Field. Glad to be with you. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Hunter Schrader reports back at the Mount Vernon studio. 1-2 coming, and Morgan will reach. The runner was going for first. They'll throw down the first for good measure, and that'll do it for the Rams here. After 1-0 Mount Vernon on top. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
This is your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. I want to thank Mount Vernon and the surrounding area for continuing to support us over the past 5 years. If you have never sat down with someone to go over your insurance program, let me invite you into our office. Let us show you what working with the industry leader, represented by a local agent, can do for you. I'm located just off 42nd Street. You can reach our office 24 hours a day at 242-1421 or on the web at tonywilt.com. Thanks again, and go Rams.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
And we welcome you back on WMIX, WMIXsports.com. We head to the top of the second. For the Hearts, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Wade Sanders, Michael Woltman, and Kevin Doherty. Here in the middle of the order, Rams on top by a score of 1-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. First pitch from Aaron Morgan is going to miss a low. It'll be 1 ball, no strike.
I love our facilities here. Covered, dry, ready to go.
Like some Waffle House hash browns. Smothered and covered.
Smothered and covered.
Left-hander Wade Sanders, I believe, has a 2-0 count. DH here, leading things off. Don't make it 1-1. He'll swing and miss at the pitch and make it 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Lefty here, Sanders. He kind of looks like a guy who can sprayed around the ballpark a little bit, here, there, and everywhere. Mostly probably likes to go to left and left center.
We'll see here. The pitch is going to be in the dirt. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. Sanders leads things off. 1-0 ball game. 1 run on 1 hit for the Rams. They stranded a runner. As this pitch will be fouled off. Stay alive. Not much doing at this at bat, but doing a good job of fighting some pitches off.
Currently still raining, but it's more or less like a yard shower is what I call it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I got a coat if you want to put over it.
I got stuff I can put over it, but it's got a pain in the butt. It's full count now on the pitch high to Sanders. Waltman to follow. Doherty, of course, in the inning as well. Effingham went 1-2-3 back in the first. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Call third strike on the corner to left-handed Sanders. That'll be the second of the day for Aaron Morgan.
I'm here to tell you from my angle that time, you better be able to protect the plate from white line to white line on the batter's box on the inside, because everything's consistent and wide with it raining. You're going to have to swing today.
Another lefty is Michael Woltman, number 28, as this will be fouled off. 0-1 the quick count.
Which is what you need at this level. I'm not real big at having a dinner plate out there with a tennis ball can for a strike zone. I want it big, tall, and wide because these guys swing.
0-1 the count to Woltman. Here comes the pitch. Fastball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second Chance Auto, one of our Rams booster sponsors. You can find them on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Largest selection of pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,000 in one location, as this will be fouled off to the left over the third base dugout, 1-2.
Some people want to stand under their umbrella. They won't talk to anybody over there. Outside. talking to himself.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. This will be ripped into center field for a base hit. It's a 1-out single for Waltman to bring in Kevin Doherty.
Pretty easy that time. Up in the zone, belled high. Waltman turned on it, and that was the first knock for the day for Effingham, a solid single.
So 1-out base hit will bring in Doherty with a runner on. Top of the second, a 1-0 Ram lead. Again, they scored 1 run, 1 hit. It's Strand, a runner there in their half inning. There's a wild pitch that brought the runner home for the Rams. Morgan on the bump. Of course, 1 out, 1 on. This will be fouled off toward the parking lot. Right where our friend was parked the other day.
Yeah, he moved. Got a little smarter today in his parking.
No balls and a strike with 1 out. Of course, for the Rams defensively, Brookman, Jones, Gines in the outfield left to right. Smith, Campbell, Millwood, Pike here infield today as they check on the runner. A throw that was grabbed by Pike that almost got away. Weber doing the catching for Aaron Morgan. The count is 0-1 on Kevin Doherty. First baseman for the Hearts, a rematch of last year's sectional semifinal there at Effingham. Of course, you know the Rams won that one and route to 4th place finish in the state. On the breaking pitch low in the dirt, evens the count at 1.
The infielders and outfielders today especially are going to have to be very careful about how they grip that baseball. If you grab in there slick with against the seam or with the seam, you're liable to slide one across and it'll stray. You got to try to grip, look, and find those 4 seams and throw a 4 seam or wherever you're going to throw it so it don't slide away. The 0-1 going to be lifted in the left. On the run will be Brookman, and he will reach out and make the grab. 2 away here for the Rams. We'll have a chance to throw to first base to get the runners. So it'll be 2 outs and a runner on first now for Adam Custer. Outfielders here have to cover a lot of ground, and Mr. Brookman did nicely, coming from his left field spot, basically in front of the scoreboard here, Brennan Klein, all the way in front of the 365 marker in left field, about a 50, 60-foot run. Made it look easy on the reach out for the fly ball. Nice job.
First pitch coming, Custer will be off of the plate outside. It'll be 1 ball, no strikes. A runner aboard, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Rend Lake College powers the video streaming. It comes back in August. You can find them online at rlc.edu and see how you can save thousands on your college education. 1-0, here it comes, outside corner. Where was it, on or off? Looks like it may have been off. It's 2-0.
It was off just a little bit.
It was in relation to, but not sure the exact.
Yeah.
Keep doing that. 2-0. Your sports video, I should say. We'll have the commencement exercises. Been doing that all year. Just thought about it yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
That happens. Out of the stretch, the right-hander, Aaron Morgan. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 gone. Outside corner is a relative location. Exact is over the zone. 2-1.
Right now, if you're Aaron Morgan, you go out and you throw strikes. I know it's wet, sloppy, and muddy, or whatever, but you got to do it. You got to get in the dugout quickly. You want that mound to be bad for the other guy.
2-1 outside. 3 balls and a strike. Custer, Preston Walker on deck. With a runner on first base and 2 outs in the top of the second if you're just joining us. Rams on top 1-0. Looking for their first winning streak of the year. It would be at 2 games if they can get the win here today. 3-2, full count. That caught outside corner again. Decent location that time from Aaron Morgan. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Hunter Schrader back at the Mount Vernon studio. Full count on the batter, Custer. Here comes. Was his last stand? No, it'll be fouled off. He's alive with a full count. We're on the Twitterverse at WMIX Sports. Rain hasn't really picked up in intensity.
No.
Been a consistent rainfall.
Consistent enough. In about an hour, it might be too soupy, but I think this is the beginning, and then the little heavier stuff's going to come around. Today, tomorrow, and Thursday are not looking good for games.
Full count. Here it comes. Make or break. High fastball swung on and missed. Third strikeout of the day for Morgan since the Hearts into the dugout. It's 1-0 Rams through 1.5. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We have one of the hottest car lines in the industry with the Ford Fiesta, Focus, and Fusion. The Ford brand was the top-selling brand in the United States in 2013, and we at Ford Square are determined to make that happen again in 2014. Ford is number 1 because the Fusion hugs curves and embraces fuel efficiency. The Focus is your friend at the pump and your love on the road. And the Ford Fiesta is taking fun and efficiency further. We have over 40 of these cars in stock right now waiting for you. We can offer huge cashback savings and want to deal. We will do anything to make 2014 even better and keep Ford number one. Come see our associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon, Illinois, and we will show you why the best never rest. You can always view our new and pre-owned inventory online at fordsquare.com.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com, as we head to the bottom of the second inning for Aaron Morgan, Blake Jones, and Braden Smith. We'll see Zach Brookman, should anybody get aboard here in the Rams half of the second. On top, 1-0, 1 run, one hit, no errors. With one left aboard. For the Hearts, it's no runs on one hit, no errors, and they've stranded a runner. That's a half inning to go. Ooh. Rain has cooled some things off here at Brennan Klein. Not as bad as it has been.
The wind died down a little bit. Still blowing, probably half as much as it was at the beginning of the game. Probably went from 10 mile an hour to 5 mile an hour to right. Umpire's going to go out and talk and explain the rules that, about getting mud out of the spikes and whatnot. And then tongue depressors are not out there to our knowledge, or little mats to rub on, so you're going to be able to do some things on the mound today that you don't normally get to do under different conditions.
He was a right-hander. Aaron Morgan will lead off, trying to help his own cause here. Out of the windup will come Poland, and he'll fire a strike right across the plate, 0-1. Community First Bank of the Heartland has 5 Jefferson County branches, by far the market leader. That's Mountford and Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Wind up again. Let's see what comes out of Poland. It's going to be right into the back of Morgan.
Boy, I tell you what, Mount Vernon in batting order has been getting beat. This is at the county fair, the old drop-down machine. You've been hit and plunked, and people have been swimming every time.
Tell you what, have to change the school colors to black and blue after this trip to the lineup. Yesterday got plunked a few times. Not afraid to take the pounding.
That's the way it's going to be. It's going to be wet, sloppy, and here comes Quinn McClure with a shovel. And he's going to run somewhere. Don't know where he's running. I bet he's going to run to the infield, grab some dirt off of it, and bring it to the pitcher's mound.
Well, they're going to have to do something because, when safety becomes a factor, that's what gets games called. And we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, and they're going to do that.
Will come out and work it in.
So we'll be under a little bit of a delay here. Altamont leading Christ Our Rock 6-0 after 1 in baseball. Marion and Murphy underway at Murphy. Kind of looks like sun's out there. And in softball, Mount Zion leads Painted for 1-0.
Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Wiltshire, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him nearby on South Water Tower at 42nd Street. Worldwide at TonyWilt.com, or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state with State Farm. Working on the mound at the moment here in the bottom half of the second inning. Rams with a 1-0 lead. Slight delay, of course, and you have to let everybody do their best to be safe, and that's exactly what they're doing here as they work on the mound. And, of course, you saw with Poland, there were some issues there of him getting some mud stuck in the cleats, and so they work on it, try to dry it up a little bit as the rains have subsided slightly.
You don't want a kid out there to twist or try to overcompensate because of mud or whatever and then slip on the mound or slip and throw and, hurt an arm or something in this case. And you see Quinn McClure out there bringing the kind of that turfus dirt from the dirt surface of the infield out to the mound to try to help out to get things done. And, again, you can do that for a while. Eventually you're going to run out of dry dirt. You're going to run out of things. And even with the quality of work that everybody does on this field, the Mount Vernon coaching staff, you get rain like this, it's going to muck up, it's going to muddy up, and it's going to cause problems.
Exactly right. And, of course, it could handle it for a little while, but we'll have to see what happens with the radar and more precipitation as it looks to come through the region. 1-0 score here, bottom half of the second inning, if you're just joining us under a brief delay as they work on the mound.
I'm not seeing much rain right now.
No, it's subsided.
One thing about Tom Fulkerson, it will be perfect. Now they bring out not a tongue depressor that we're all used to in the major league level. It looks more like a metal wire, peg of some sort. That mound looks about as good as it's going to look today. Well, they got that done quick. Not Tom Fulkerson's first rodeo, I can tell you.
No, sir. This won't be the last time he has to do it either.
Nope. You may as well go find him some more dry dirt, keeping the dugout out of the rain, because he's going to need more. Of course, then Quinn McClure gets down with the shovel and gives him the shovel and says, here, take it. So he becomes the equipment guy, and he's getting razzed by the dugout. And we'll get back to action after about a 5-minute delay working on the mound.
Brendan Pollard's the right, Poland the right-hander. I know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of the referee. They're going to check on the runner at first.
He is not working the Final Four. That's what they have a 5-7 minute late. The first thing to do is throw the first. Chris Hugo gets agitated.
Yes, sir. 1-0 ball game here in the home half of the second. Jones stands in, takes a pitch across the side corner of the plate for 0-1.
You know, the speed-up rules that are allegedly rumored yesterday and today based on April Fools about the Frontier League wanting to start each count with a 1-on-1 is a little silly.
Well, yeah.
It's not baseball if you do that.
Withhold comment. 1 on and nobody out. The 0-1 pitch across the plate. 0-2 here to Jones with Smith on deck for the Rams.
Jones was guessing off speed, didn't get it. You could see him flinch a little bit. He was looking for something, a little spinner, and it wasn't happening.
So 0-2 the count with 1 on and nobody out in the bottom half of this second inning. Here comes the pitch on the way from Poland. It's high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jones.
It's spitting a little bit somewhere. I think it's just missing around. Let me know. I got a big coat here. We'll keep her dry and keep going.
See what happens on the 1-2. Out of the stretch here, it comes from the right-hander in the dirt or the mud. 2-2. Winning Edge, another of our booster sponsors here on Rams Baseball, WMIX Sports. Snapback hats are back, and they have Rams snapbacks at Winning Edge, 212 South 9th Street in Mount Vernon.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be a cool gift for somebody.
Because that is going to be a tap on the third base side.
What? What are you laughing at?
2-2. Oh, nothing.
The snapback hat?
I was thinking about snapback hat collection back as a kid.
Well, I mean, you could have, you know, if you get a throwback, or if you get one like Bobo does on Finding Bigfoot Gone Squatching, that'd be awesome. Another idea. Ooh, hey. A little lead equipment.
Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 on and nobody out here in the bottom half of the second inning. 1-0 Rams on top, and Jones will tap this back to the pitcher. May have 2. The shortstop at second for 1. Now back to first for the other. And 1-6-3 will go to the double play.
That was a pretty nice little turn. Pitcher did a great job pulling to get it to short. And Bone did a great job of catching on the move, hopping over, sliding person, and getting it to first base. And then another play by Doherty at first on the pick. Goes 1-6-3. Very nicely turned double play by Effingham.
Beautiful effort. Now with 2 outs, Braden Smith will stand in with the bases empty here in the second. Poland set. Here comes out of the windup, and a good duck there by Smith to get out of the way. It's 1-0.
Well,
Shammy. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes. Outside corner. That'll even things up in a hurry. 1-1.
You go from having something going on to a pitcher's best friend showing up with the 1-6-3. Help Effingham out.
2 gone. Base is empty. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Helps him out there with a swing on the outside. 1-2.
Kind of fell off the table that time. Poland trying to get in the groove.
Two gone, bases empty. 1-2 the count here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the pitch on the way. Smith will take high, and that'll even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Effingham will send 8-9 and 1 up in the top of the third. As we wait the pitch for Poland, here it comes. Outside, swung on and missed by Smith, and that'll set the Rams down. 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. Mount Vernon on top. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Women's health care just got closer to home, right here in Salem. St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care and OBGYNs Dr. Deborah Carson, Dr. Doug Combs, Dr. Jamie Plett, Dr. Elizabeth Byer-Nolan, and Dr. Michael Schifano are seeing patients every Tuesday at the Salem Family Health Center. That means you'll have a full range of OBGYN services close to home, including prenatal and wellness checks, incontinence treatment, and family planning options for when your family's complete. Plus, access to state-of-the-art Da Vinci robotic surgery for quicker recovery and less pain after hysterectomy. Ladies, your health is important, so why not get OBGYN care right here close to home by St. Mary's Good Samaritan Women's Health Care. Call 1-877-456-2496 to make your appointment. That's 1-877-456-2496.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
Welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. As we head to the top of the third inning for Effingham, it'll be Walker, Koenig, and Bone due up, trailing 1-0. As they're going to have to work on the mound again.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to have to do this. If it keeps raining, the rain's picking up again. You're going to have to do this about every half inning.
Yeah.
A little bit more intense. Well, they don't have enough turfus or heating element to help that out there. They're going to do the best they can. Of course, that pitcher's mound goes down. That'll be the first thing that'll stop this game amongst everything else.
Yeah.
Besides somebody getting electrocuted with equipment. Other than that,
no need to worry.
No need to worry.
No need to worry.
We need to do some patching. Think we're good? Well, if you got a plan, I'd help you out. I'd help you tape it.
Yeah, we don't have tape.
All right. I think I know what you're doing.
Don't have to tape.
I didn't know if you were worried about that up there.
Hey, that's going to be the first thing that kills us, so we probably should do something.
Well, I was wondering about that.
Here comes the first pitch on the way to somebody. Swung on a miss.
That is the Walker. You want me to take it?
I think we're good.
You got it?
Okay. That's Preston Walker, third baseman, well aware. 0-1 the count. He leads things off in the third. Next one will be overthrown. Straight in the dirt, 1-1.
Yeah. Okay. 2-1 to count now to Walker. Fastball away.
2 balls and a strike. Going to miss low and away now to Walker. Try not to walk Walker.
I think you'll see a couple pitchers start worrying about the mound a little bit more than getting their heads.
Yeah.
I think it's going to mess with their minds a little bit.
3-1 coming. Going to catch the outside corner. Works to count full. Preston Walker to the third baseman. Of course, Lane, Koenig, Braden Bone. All due up here in the third. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Next one is going to be hit the opposite way over the first base dugout.
Ooh.
Good times there.
Main man would have made some cash on that one.
Wow.
Those SUVs at Park Holes, they got more money than I know what to do with. They are target. Swinging a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout in a row for Aaron Morgan.
Not a bad day.
No, and the Morgans are out to prove the point. They can pitch. They're playing very well. I see what you're doing.
Just transitioning. The next one on the way is going to catch. First pitch, I should say, to Lane Koenig.
Rain is picking up a little bit more. Some clearing in the southwest, I should say, not much. But this rain's starting to pick up ever so slightly now.
See what happens here. 1 ball, 1 strike to count for Koenig. Bases empty, 1 out, 1-0 ball game. Rams on top. That'll be foul, and the count is 1-2, not in favor of Koenig.
Kind of rain going on now help people that, will help people that have gardens that are planting them already. A little shower, a little spritz, although I think the next couple of days they'll have to have the arc out there.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Koenig, 1 on and nobody out. And suddenly our fears of
that's even better,
not living or subsided.
Yeah.
But now we can go on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch on the way from Morgan out of the windup. That's going to miss low and away until I'm back because I'm full of life again.
Think
I was quiet there for a while.
Battery's okay. Electricity, not so much in this.
Yep.
A little bit of water goes a long way in that deal.
Yes, it does. I need to get this out of the way. Is this going to be a ground ball? Third base side foul.
Very good play. Effingham got that, made a couple step twos right, barehanded, coat and all. He's wearing the knickers today, high red socks. Nobody else is in that dugout, but he is. The rain gets a little heavier.
Count is full with one out and the base is empty here for the Hearts. As Wayne Koenig digs back in, fouls one off to stay alive. But good at bat here for Koenig. Not a good at bat for whatever that just hit.
Yeah, our friends are going to have to investigate. He may have picked the wrong spot.
As this will be lined back up the middle for a base hit. There's Jones to cut it off, and that'll minimize the damage. It'll be a one-out single for Koenig.
Now we'll replace the baseball because that ball has ran through the grass. It has run. Apologies. That baseball's fine, Morgan says. I'm good.
Has run.
Well, as that baseball gets out there, and you're going to have to go through some baseballs today, too, it doesn't take much water to make that a wet, heavy ball to throw. That can also mess with an arm, too.
Yes, it can. So here we are at the top of the third. 1-0 Rams on top. A runner aboard for the Hearts, and this one will be lined foul over the right field fence.
Another thing, too, is I think for both teams, you're going to see more aggressive base running by both teams, either on base hits or stealing or bunting or whatever, because you're going to make the defense throw a wet baseball around. Sometimes that can get after bothering people, too.
Get in your head, there's no doubt.
Well, you're going to make the other team make a play when you do that. And sometimes that's the difference in a run, maybe 2 runs.
These things are tough, by the way. So there we go. No need to worry about it now as it's 0-1. It's going to look like it missed up.
Welcome our friends from the north, from the Effingham Daily News, tuning in. We appreciate that. We'll try to keep you updated on what's going on here.
And we're focused again.
We're focused now that we're not worried about electrocution.
Yeah, that makes all the difference in the world. Got our equipment safe. And with a 1-1 and a runner aboard, not a very big lead, of course, for Koenig. But right now, Bowen working a 2-1 count. Getting ahead of Mr. Aaron Morgan. Morgan, of course, getting a start today. Tyler Morgan's got all the pitching press thus far. With a 2-0 record and 24 strikeouts on the season. 2-1 coming, high and tight. It'll be 3-1. They'll check throw behind the runner at first base. Back without much doing.
Of course, Tim Holloway's got to juggle his starting pitchers for the rest of the week. Home tomorrow against Lombard Montini. Thursday at Alsop in a conference game. And then Friday at DuQuoin. That game will get played Friday. Unless it's just downright pouring or whatever with the turf facility.
3 balls and a strike here to Bone. And it's anything but bone dry here as he'll lift that in the left field. Brookman will go underneath it to make the grab, and that'll be your second out. They'll bring in Keenan Mahaffey with the runner on first. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon. Online at FordSquare.com, of course, where you can schedule your service appointments online. They're on Twitter and Facebook as well. Runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch to Mahaffey right down the middle for 0-1. Worried about getting much of this one in prior to the game after seeing the radar, but everybody's toughing it out to this point. But they'll work on the mound. Shot, ground ball, third baseman. It'll be Smith pick it up, fires to first. Good throw. Slippery hands, but a great throw. And the Hearts strand a runner here in the third through 2.5, 1-0 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get at a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Back at our Mount Vernon studio, Hunter Schrader has things under control as we're past the top of the 5 o'clock hour on WMIX Mount Vernon. A free service from Withers Broadcasting. Just snuck that in. A quote-unquote window.
9-1-2 for the Rams. They try to roll around. Mr. Poland has pitched well, gave up that hit and run in the first inning, and that's been the only one allowed through about 2.5 innings right now for both teams.
Of course, in the midst of this inning, we'll also see the lone run across the plate earlier. Ryan Campbell led off the inning with a double, scored on a wild pitch after a sacrifice bunt got him to third base. So we'll see if the Rams can put together here. Zach Brookman, of course, leading things off up 1-0 on one run on one hit. Poland said he'll come out of the windup. Right-hander's going to throw right across the plate. Brookman lays off, and it's 0-1. Hearts have no runs on 2 hits, error-free. Of course, they've stranded those 2 base runners. Poland comes outside corner, and it's going to be just off of it.
Effingham, everybody playing pretty well straight away, outfield-wise. Corners are in near the edge of the grass.
Here comes another one. This is going to be into left field right there. Not many steps taken by Kane and played it perfectly. And that'll be your first down of the inning to the fly ball out.
Hit it on the screws. The only problem was it was caught. That's a loud out, as they say in the book.
That'll bring in Campbell. Campbell, of course, hit it deep in the left earlier. Hit the base of the fence en route to a leadoff double. Later came around to score after a bunt and a wild pitch. Rams have stranded a runner today, just one. And here comes a 1-1 pitch. This will be a tap foul down just halfway up the third base line.
Important for batters to keep that barrel dry or keep the barf dripping off of it. The ball won't come off the bat right if you leave it on there.
Right now, the count is 0-1 to Ryan Campbell. Reed Millwood to follow here in the bottom half of the third inning. So glad you could join us, courtesy of Community First Bank of the Heartland, home of the one account. It's free checking and high-yield interest. Community First Bank welcomes you back to personal banking. Breaking pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to second. Off the hop from Custer to first base to Doherty. 4-3 is out number 2.
It was a nice play. Custer did not let that ball play him. He came up as soon as that ball took a big hop. He went up and grabbed it in the air. That way he didn't have to worry about it coming on the ground one more time. Made a hard play look pretty routine.
And the rain is back.
Yeah, a little heavier this time, too.
Yes, it is. 0-1 is the kicker. 2 outs as Millwood steps in. Stopped using the prompter out of the left field. Now he'll take.
I think if you can survive this rain the next 5-10 minutes, you got a shot to get it completely in.
I think so, too. Mound is going to be the key factor as a breaking pitch on 0-1 will yield 1 ball and 1 strike. Red Lake College powers our video streaming. It returns for the commencement exercises in late May. Log on to rlc.edu. Yeah, you can save thousands of dollars on your college education. 1-1, jammed inside. It'll be a ground ball to the shortstop. Bone picks it up, fires across. And 1-2-3 go the Rams here in the third. We are through 3. It's 1-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Did your bank recently stop offering free checking? People's National Bank still has free checking with the added convenience of a Visa check card, online banking, bill pay, Money Pass, and mobile banking. Stop by People's National Bank located at 413 South 34th Street in Mount Vernon today for details on how to get your free checking account.
People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, non-usage fees may apply.
Bad credit, no problem. Auto Mart of Salem is here to help. Auto Mart of Salem is your local shop here, pay here headquarters. Quality cars, vans, SUVs, and trucks in stock now. All credit applications are accepted. Shop here and pay here at Auto Mart of Salem, 1819 West Main, Salem, Illinois. Shop online at automartofsalem.com or call us at 618-548-8611.
Find us on Facebook. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the top of the fourth inning. It'll be Carter Hayes, Wade Sanders, Mike Waltman for the Flaming Hearts, who trail the Rams 1-0. 2 hits on the day for the Hearts. Neither team, of course, has seen a lot of offense, but on a rainy day like this with the bigger strike zone, that's going to happen.
Got a swing, be ready to go today. We're heading to the bewitching time of the day. The next 10 to 20 minutes will be the key if we can get this game in or not, because it is raining pretty heavily right now, heavy as it has all day.
Here comes a pitch on the way, low and away. It'll be 1-0 to Carter Hayes. Winning Edge, another of our Rams booster sponsors. We told you about the snapback hats earlier. They have them. For all the Rams fans, stop by and see them. See what they can customize for you, especially with activewear. At 212 South 9th Street in Mount Vernon. You can also find them online at winningedgeusa.com.
Catching a break, maybe. Soccer game will play through this. Baseball may or may not. The infield's starting to get a little darker, the dirt sections are.
2-0 coming. That's going to miss low and away. Quick 3-0 count here to Carter Hayes to lead things off.
It'd be nice to get 5 in at least at this stage.
Comes the 3-0. That's going to miss off the plate, and that'll be a leadoff walk to Hayes to bring in Sanders with a runner aboard, and that's the first Ram walk today. A loud walk.
Comes Mr. Sanders. Struck out looking his last time. Altman on deck. He had the single. No green in the Effingham uniforms for baseball. Gray, red, and white, basically.
1-0 Rams on top. First pitch to the left-hander Sanders. Will be up and in. It's 1 ball, no strike. Struck out looking his last time up. Was the second victim for Aaron Morgan. Runner on first, nobody out. Top of the fourth, 1-0 ball game. Rams with a slight lead over the Flaming Hearts as Effingham out of the Apollo Conference. This pitch is going to be a strike up, and it's 1-1. Range, I should say, not quite as strong as it was a moment ago. As the 1-1 comes, going to miss just inside, 2 balls and a strike.
That's enough. It's starting to darken things up dirt-wise. A good raking would turn it over, but you don't want to do that yet.
If you want to until you have to. It's a 2-1 high and away. 3 balls and a strike to the left-handed Sanders. Waltman on deck for the Flaming Hearts. Of course, in the Apollo, as we told you, they played doubleheaders for conference games. At least they did as recently as last season. See what happens. 3-1 coming. This one's going to be just a little high, but swung on a miss. As Sanders offers, the count works full. 1 on, nobody out. Top of the fourth. Mount Vernon 1, Effingham 0. A rematch of last year's sectional semifinal. With Danny Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. Glad to be with you on WMIX. Swung on a miss.
Pulled a little something off of that, yeah. And he left it outside away from left-hand hitting Sanders. And when you do that on a guy like a lefty pulling off a little bit, he's not going to be able to touch it. And that ball snuck by the bat on the outside corner. A nice little pitch by Aaron Morgan.
See if the Rams can hang on to this 1-0 lead. They'll check on the runner at first base, Hayes, who reached via walk. That brings in, of course, Michael Waltman after the Sanders strikeout. Waltman also left. He singled his last time up and was stranded on first base. And he will turn on this and rip it into right field. It's shading foul, and this will be a loud strike into the corner.
When he swung and hit it, he had to look like, man, that might get out of here. Then he got quarter way down the line. He thought, that's going foul, and that's not even close. 320 down the lines here, 365 to the power alleys, and we're suspecting something like 400 to straightaway center field. And if you hit the straightaway center field here, it's not about an 8-foot fence, 10-foot fence to get over. You got about a 20-foot block wall out there to get it over.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
0-1 the count. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that's going to be straight to the belt line of Walton. So that puts another runner aboard for the Hearts. This is the most they've had on in the same inning.
That one hit and went boom. You can hear it through the headset here. And Tim Holloway is going to go out and talk to Aaron Morgan, kind of settle him down. His first real bit of trouble here this afternoon.
Visit to the mound is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy at 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Dr. Eric Black and staff proudly support the Mount Vernon Rams, Lady Rams, as well as the local community. 1-0 ball game here in the top of the fourth with one out. Hearts have two runners aboard. First and second are your runners. This thing's a little slickery in terms of the baseballs. We'll dry them off, bring it on south.
Well, it's still raining pretty hard here, and they're checking out the dugout. I mean, you got about another 10 to 15 minutes of decent rain before that dry slot gets here. I would say Waltonville south, there's nothing, according to the radar. But between Waltonville and Mount Vernon, you have that whole stretch of rain still yet to come. That is going to be a glowing concern here over the next 20 minutes. And they're working on the pitching mound again. That gets to a point where you just wonder when is going to be enough.
Right now, they're trying to get the mud out of the cleats of the pitcher, Morgan.
Yeah.
Jake Pike did some work, and we'll get back to the action here in the top of the fourth. 2 on, 1 out for the Hearts here in this fourth inning. Rams on top 1-0. Second Chance Auto, one of our Rams booster sponsors. Largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced under $10,000 in one location. You can find them on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Morgan looks back to the runner on second. Out of the stretch, the right-hander will come, and it's going to be across the plate, but fouled off. Not anybody over there. Nobody parked there today.
No. Right, a little braver than normal.
Doherty digs back in with 2 on and 1 out at the top of this fourth inning. You have quite a few multi-sport athletes for the Hearts. Doherty, one of them. But that was off. Play for Ron Reed, of course, in the basketball season. We don't see the Hearts in football season.
We wish. It's a nice little conference.
Sure. 2 on, 1 out. 1-1 is the count. Pitch is going to be on the way, and it's going to... That's just low. It'll be 2 balls and a strike here to Doherty with Custer on deck.
Effingham joined the conference every other year. It'd be a good feast in the fall. As far as food eateries in Effingham.
We can go some good places. We haven't tipped the iceberg in our travels yet. It's a 2-1. We'll end up as a 2-2 count with 1 out here in the inning. Excellent. Taken care of.
Okay.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. This is going to be a ground ball. Second. Good pick up Millwood to Campbell for second. To Pike over at first. And the 4-6-3 double play erases things here in the fourth. We are through 3.5. 1-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com. As we head to the bottom half of the fourth inning for the Rams, it'll be 3, 4, and 5. Thomas Weber, Jake Pike, and Tyler Morgan on top 1-0. 1 run on 1 hit for the Rams. And, of course, as we take a look at things here, remind you the Rams Baseball is presented by Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Home of the one account. It's free checking and high yield interest. Member FDIC. Lady Rams soccer leads Heron at the half, 4-0. Score provided, of course, by the Orthopedic Center. Scoreboard update is presented by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance.
It is more mound work again here as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Things get kind of crazy. Going to try to keep things dry out there on the bump, but right now they're starting to run out of dry, and they're starting to run out of time.
Time a factor. Of course, you can find Tony Wilt on the corner 42nd and South Watertown, Mount Vernon, online at TonyWilt.com, or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. Of course, the two athletic trainers communicating back and forth from the pitch to the field. That's how we got that score a moment ago.
Yeah. Not raining too much now, but there's still some precipitation back to the west behind us. Kind of a spritz right now, kind of like the spot-free rinse at the car wash.
As the first pitch on the way from Poland to Weber will catch the upper edge of the zone, and Tommy will be behind here, 0-1. He hit a home run yesterday, second of the year. He had Pike Tyson team lead in homers. As we wait the 0-1 from Poland. Gets side out of the windup. Comes. Beautiful pitch. Breaking pitch across the plate. 0-2.
Very nice wrinkle that time. Things get a little darker. It's hard to see the spin of the baseball. Hard to pick up.
See what happens on the 0-2 pitch. Time going to be called by the catcher as Hayes steps from behind the plate. They're going to talk some things over.
Oh, what's going on? Can't be any sign issue. There's nobody on base, obviously. Catcher and pitcher discuss. The catcher will head back. Try to figure out, get things going here.
Have to get through one more half inning for the game to be official. As long as the Rams stay on top. 0-2. Right down the middle. That'll be a called third strike for 1 out, nobody on for Jake Pike.
That was the case there. Maybe one or the other pitcher or catcher had an idea to throw a pitch. The other one said, nah, I think I'll go with this. Well, whoever thought fastball thought right, and it turned out to be a looking strike. Out.
That'll bring in the lefty, Jake Pike. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the fourth, 1-0. Rams hanging on to a 1-run lead. Community First Bank, welcome back to Personal Banking. 5 Pearson County branches. Responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Pike's going to drop down a bunt to deep third base, and off the mound comes Poland. Wild throw, and Pike is going to head down to second base. So it'll be an inside or an infield single and error.
Yeah, Pike dropped one down. Third baseman was taking a snooze down there at third. He was even with the bag and was stepped behind. Pike dropped it down that third base line. Pitcher got to it and threw wildly to first. It goes down the right field line. Pike ends up at second, so the Rams, courtesy of an error, have a runner at second with a 1 out. That was a great bunt. Great idea, too, on a wet day, rainy day. Grass is going to be wet. That ball's going to roll around. And you saw right there, quick grab and throw. Ball slides out of the hand because you're throwing with the seams, not against, and the four-seam grip. And it slides off and goes out towards the fence.
And with 1 out and a runner on second, it's an RBI chance for Tyler Morgan. Morgan, of course, struck out his last time up. Back in the first. 1 run, 3 hits for the Rams. No runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Hearts. Poland set out of the stretch. Will come home with it. This will be offered at and missed by Morgan. It got away from the catcher. Pike will head to third.
Well, it worked out. Total miss. Worked out. But the runner gets to third now with 1 out. Now you don't have to bunt. Now Morgan and Morgan, the law firm in the middle of the lineup, can try to drive a run in.
Oh, so true.
Well, it is. Morgan and Morgan.
Runner on third.
And their associates.
1 out.
In their jerseys.
Maybe if Pike can get across the plate, he'll become a partner. No balls and a strike to Tyler Morgan. Shows bunt, pops up first base side. That'll take that a place. 0-2.
He's lucky. Doherty was breathing down his throat, just couldn't quite get there. Almost made a tremendous play to catch that ball bunted on a fly.
Of course, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by King City Chrysler. Home of Express Lane, fast oil changes and more. It's service without an appointment. 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. 0-2 the count. Runner on third, 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Rams with a 1-0 lead. Looking to add some insurance here off the third base with Jake Pike. Morgan at the plate. It's Tyler. Aaron's on deck as the 0-2 pitch comes. Sky high, kept the bat tucked. It'll be 1-2.
Good job getting out of the way. Got a ball coming at you like that, high and tight. You got to drop that bat, drop it down on the ground. You don't want to get a cheap foul ball that way. Let go of that bat. That way it's not a foul ball.
1-2 the count to Morgan. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on third. That is going to be a breaking pitch. It just missed. 2-2.
That's a pretty good pitch by Poland. Man, had Morgan back on his heels, froze up, locked up that front leg, and just skipped out of the zone, that curveball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Out of the stretch. Nope.
That's a ball. Nope.
Almost was.
Almost.
So as close as you can get.
He almost broke his hand. He put his hands together. He almost broke them first.
2-2 coming. This is going to be sent foul behind us. Count stays the same. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you just joined us, the Rams scored once in the bottom half of the first inning. Nobody has scored since. As we're now in the bottom half of the fourth. Video streaming returns in May. 2014 commencement exercises presented by Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands of dollars on your college education. 2-2 coming. Lays off, and that is going to just miss low.
Tyler's having a really good at-bat here. He could either put the ball in play and score a run or get on base. He has done something. Either way, it's been a pretty good at-bat, or the other way if he doesn't get on.
Full count for Tyler Morgan. 1 out, runner on third is Jake Pike. Poland out of the stretch, make or break time. And this could be a blooper in the right center field, and that'll get the run home as Morgan will round first with an RBI single.
About that. That right there, what they call in the paid leagues a professional at-bat. Mr. Morgan lines that single. 3-2 pitch, battled the count back to that point, did a great job. We'll help out his other associate.
Try to bring in the pitcher, Aaron Morgan. Tyler Morgan's on first base after an RBI single. The Rams have a 2-0 lead. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Rams. No errors. No runs, 2 hits for the Hearts with 1 error. As the Hearts stranded a runner last half inning. They've stranded 3 for the day. The Rams have only stranded 1. Both teams have a double play to their credit defensively today as Morgan will stand in. This is Aaron. Just off of the hands inside. It'll be 1-0. Got started about 4:25. Last time these two teams met, it went 1 hour and 27 minutes, which in the postseason was well above the Ram average. This will be fouled back to us, and it'll be 1-1. Rams averaged about 58 minutes in the postseason.
Sometimes so fast we didn't get set up.
Barely. Third, fourth place game that day. Had somebody text me we were off the air saying, when are you guys going to take the air? It's like, well, we've been off for a while. That was only about 1 hour and 12 minutes after we were supposed to have been on the air. 1-1 is the count. It's in the dirt. 2-1 to Aaron Morgan. Blake Jones on deck here for the Rams. Bottom of the fourth inning, a 2-0 lead. A runner on first, and only 1 out as Brendan Poland's given it a heck of an effort today, but now focused on just trying to get out of this inning. Because a 2-0 lead on a day like today feels more like about 5-0 as the pitch misses up 3-1. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Find us on Facebook and look for the scoreboard update tonight at WMIXsports.com.
Rain is filled in now between Waltonville and Mount Vernon. I don't know. It's going to be tough to get this one in.
As that'll be inside to Aaron Morgan. So the law firm takes his spot on first and second base for Blake Jones with only 1 out here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. So an associate, Sam Storman, will come on a courtesy run for the pitcher, Aaron Morgan. Tyler Morgan on second. Rams are going to play at Busch Stadium on Sunday, May the 4th versus Clinton. It'll be a 4 o'clock p.m. first pitch. They need to sell some tickets, so at least 900 to a game on June 19th versus the Phillies. That'll be Mount Vernon night. Tickets are just $22 and available at the Mount Vernon Township High School Athletic Office. I understand the right field box seats. See what happens on the pitch here. Here it comes to Jones. He'll take it Up in the zone, it'll be 0-1 to Blake. Back on the air tomorrow, weather permitting, for the Montini Broncos. 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch here on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. So they check on the runner first, nothing doing. No big deal. It's pulling, will get back to the hill. They've done a lot of work to it, but it's nothing again.
It's clumping again.
That is the pitcher pulling. Here comes the pitch down the middle. Tomahawk to the shortstop. Good pickup. Let's see the transition from second to first for the other, and safe at first is Blake Jones.
I'm still impressed with Bone and Custer out there at short and second with Effingham. They are a dandy little duo out there. Didn't get it turned in time, but, man, they're a nice little duo out there as far as turning that double play.
That's tough to do in this kind of weather. They almost made it look easy.
Yeah.
Had it not been Blake Jones, the speedster, that might have been a 6-4-3 double play at the end of the inning. But as a result, it advances the runner to the third base.
Second or third pitch, forced ball carrier maybe. Light conditions, bottom of the order.
Right, through the right guys to do it.
Yeah, now Effingham's going to talk, which is a signal. No. Second, third pitch maybe.
Runners at the corners, 2 outs. It's a 2-0 ball game with a chance to add more. Braden Smith will stand in, struck out his last at bat. And now this will be tapped foul out of the reach of Tim Holloway. No point.
Nothing to want him to do it right now.
I think so.
See if I'm right.
Could be. Logical. It's also logical that somewhere in Jefferson County you'll find a Community First Bank of the Heartland. 5 branches here in Jefferson County alone.
Back in the day, that would be it. Blake's got a nice lead at first. I mean, a nice lead. And
well, on the first movement, it gets away. And in to score will come Morgan. Around second, headed for third is Jones, and he'll take 2 bases on the overthrow.
2 errors in the inning. That time on the first baseman on the E3. He just didn't catch it. And Jones had a lead out there. He was about 4 body lengths away from that bag. He was going on first movement, trying to get to a rundown and/or force balk. Pitcher threw over to first, and Jones was dead to rights. He started heading to second. The ball got off the mid of the first baseman, and Mount Vernon scores a gift run, 3-0.
And now Blake Jones stands at third base with 2 outs here at the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 Ram lead. Poland will come home with it, and that's going to miss outside. 1-0.
Hamilton County and Harrisburg. Actually, Hamilton County baseball underway after an hour delay.
Rain has been consistent here. Lighter in intensity right now. That's over the plate for 1-1. Huh. 2 outs here in the inning. It's 1-2. My apologies. Should trust my book over the scoreboard. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Braden Smith. Here comes for Poland, and this is going to be a ground ball. Just rolls over the chalk into foul territory. We'll do it again. 2 outs in the inning, bottom half of the fourth, a 3-0 Ram lead. Adding some insurance here, and speaking of which, Tony Will provides our scoreboard updates. You can find his State Farm office on the corner of 42nd and South Water Tower. Worldwide at TonyWill.com, or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get to a better state.
2 runs this inning, both unearned for Effingham on errors. They have 2 errors in the inning. That's kind of opened the floodgates for Mount Vernon.
1-2 pitch on the way, and this is going to be tapped off of the umpire. It'll ricochet up the middle. It'll be an RBI for Braden Smith, and the Rams take a 4-0 lead.
Very nice. Short, choppy swing. What happened here? They're saying, I thought the umpire's part of the field. That just happened. Braden Jones will have to go back to third. According to the umpire, they are ruling that the ball, which did hit the umpire, makes it a dead ball. Therefore, it's a single, and that's it. I thought, just like in basketball, you play off the umpire and you go. Here in baseball, it hit the umpire, which it did, and it was ruled a dead ball, so it makes it first and third, and the Rams lose a run. Huh. I did not know that.
Well, the same thing. So Zach Brookman will stand in. I just thought it was part of the game. As they'll throw over to first again, the Rams will get the run either way. That one, another one off of the middle of the first baseman.
Yeah.
The third Effingham error leads to the fourth Mount Vernon run.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
Mr. Karma's going to get you, I guess.
Straight pickoff, and the first baseman's struggling right now to catch it. And right now, Effingham has gifted Mount Vernon. They've had 3 runs in the inning, and 2 of them are on the first baseman error-wise. The other one was on the pitcher with his throw. So pitcher and first baseman with 3 errors between them in this inning have led to a 4-0 Mount Vernon lead.
It is a 4-0 ball game. Rams have scored 3 in the inning. Here comes the pitch on the way to Zach Brookman. Takes it for a strike, and it's 0-1 to the Ram left fielder. 4 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Rams. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors for the Hearts. All 3 errors in this 4th inning.
When it rains, it pours.
You could say that. Well, how the figurative can become literal as Brookman puts a spark underneath this into right center field. That's going to score Braden Smith. Here comes the throw in, and staying put at first will be Zach Brookman on the RBI.
That's tremendous. Floodgates have opened up. Mount Vernon now 5-0.
Top of the order we go for Ryan Campbell. 5-0. 5 Jefferson County branches for Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. Home of the one account. It's free checking and high yield interest. So Ryan Campbell, the Rams shortstop, doubled and scored back in the first. Grounded out to second his last time up. Has a runner on first and 2 outs in the bottom half of inning number 4 as they're going to allow Brendan Poland to scrape some more mud out of his cleats.
He's going to be scraping for a while.
Pitch on the way, and it's going to be a high fastball. Campbell hits to the second baseman unassisted. He'll tag the bag, and we are through 4 innings. It's 5-0 Rams. This is Confidence Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Feed me, Seymour. Rend Lake College's production of the cult classic Little Shop of Horrors is coming Thursday through Sunday, April the 3rd through the 6th, to the Rend Lake College Theater in Ina. This musical is a spoof of the 1960 film about a Skid Row floral assistant who discovers a carnivorous plant. As the meat-eating plant grows, so do the problems. Thursday through Saturday performances are at 7 p.m. and a Sunday matinee is at 2 p.m. Tickets are only $12. Call the Rend Lake College box office at 437-5321, extension 1467.
Broadcasting live from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. Driven by King City Chrysler. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we welcome you back on WMIX, WMIXSports.com. 5-0 the Ram lead as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Looking for this game to become official.
Well, it's going to clear off. It seems like the sun's going to break out behind us.
We'll see what happens. A lot of mud to be found, and some of the Ram cleats trying to do the best they can to get it out as the rains came in between the first and second inning, or at least in the bottom of the first, I think. Rams did damage there in the 4th. The 3 Effingham errors contributed to the 4 Mount Vernon runs across the plate. Right now, lead at 5-0. First pitch of the inning, of course, to Adam Custer, who leads it off, followed by Preston Walker and Lane Koenig, 7, 8, 9. In the Hearts lineup. It's a 1-0 count here to Custer. Took it low. Next pitch for Morgan. He'll catch the outside corner for 1-1.
It's dried up. Man, that's going to be a wonderful evening for baseball now. If they can keep the rain out, it'll move out. We'll have some dry weather now.
1-1 in the mud. It'll be 2 balls and a strike. Second Chance Auto, one of our great Rams booster sponsors. Home of your largest selection of pre-owned vehicles, priced under $10,000 in one location. Bank rate financing for all at Second Chance Auto. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams. It's 2-1 begets 3-1 as that in a tie.
Sorry about that. Conducting business.
This will be hit the opposite way, and of course on the run will be Gines. It'll be just out of his reach, and that is a fair ball. So Gines will have to go back halfway to the fence to get it. will put a runner on second base for the Hearts.
Kind of came in at the baseball, then they had to take, if you can picture this, came in at the baseball, made a V, and they had to retreat back on that V, and then the ball got mined, then had to go back and almost circle the diamond, basically, out there, and that angle led to a double.
Intermittent raindrops here.
That's a no, correct? Yes and no. Off air.
Yeah.
All right. Trying to help a colleague out.
And so it'll be a high fastball. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit again.
Yeah, it did again. As soon as I opened my mouth. I've been on the golf course. Just as soon as I said something. There is no lightning, no danger in anything.
As they'll check on the runner at second, the ball will actually hit him to stay in front of the bag.
That helps.
One way to do it. Count is 1 ball, no strikes, 1 on and nobody out here for the Hearts. The top of the 5th.
Custer gets up. He's laughing about it. Ball hits him. They come out and have a laugh because I think the coach is saying, well, that's the way to keep that ball in the infield for him. And Custer also got a mouthful of dirt, and coach is out there checking on him.
They'll spit it out on the mound.
Now, they're having a laugh. I think it's basically coach is saying, why did you keep the ball in the infield? Now, shortstop in there from Mount Vernon, he's checking it out. He's laughing. So umpire's laughing. So it was a good time, whatever it was out there by everybody involved. Rain picking up ever so slightly again.
Yeah, we're not supposed to get wet.
We are now.
Defeats the purpose.
Yeah, it's raining now.
1 ball, no strikes. Runner on second base, nobody out, and he's going.
He balked.
Yeah, he did.
He balked bigger than...
Let him go to third.
Yeah, he balked. He was standing on the mound, had his and broke his hands, and did not step off. Just started running toward them and started stepping toward them. He has to stop, and then he has to step off and then go. What he did was he came to a set position, runner took off, and he just stepped to him, and you can't do that because he wasn't on third base. You have to step off in that case. Sorry about that.
All good. High and tied on 1-0 becomes 2 balls, no strikes to Preston Walker, who struck out his last time. The Hearts threatening with a run of their own. Here on third base. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Top of the 5th and a 5-0 ramp lead. Let's see what happens. Pounds the outside corner for 2-1.
One of those, if Mount Vernon could get outs here, then you can rain all at once. Then you can act like you run out of dry dirt. Just kidding.
Yeah, with 2-1 coming. Makes it 3-1 as that misses low.
I'm just kidding.
Let's do it.
That's gamesmanship.
The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon. Schedule your service appointments online at FordSquare.com. Lifted foul, right field fence out of play. As they say, the count is...
Oh, that did not sound pretty.
Might hit the concession shanty.
Hit something because it had that kind of a whack to it where you go find the dent and it's going to have a spiderweb looking thing on it, like aluminum or glass, either one.
Counts full, swung and a miss, high fastball powered past Walker, and that will be the 6th strikeout of the day.
That's called pitching because he started at the belt, went up to the letters, and then went up again his eyes, and definitely Walker could not lay off and went swinging at all 3.
They come back with some surface and some diamond dry. This will be on the outside corner for a strike to number 2, Lane Koenig. Who's 1 for 1 today. Singled but was stranded back in the 3rd inning. Here in the top of the 5th, it's 5-0 Rams. 0-1 count, 1 out. Morgan will fire out of the stretch. This one will be sent foul. Look out over the porta-john.
Nope.
Hit the concrete. Everybody got lucky.
Yeah. I got a little nick over there in the
it might have done
south side of the parking lot.
Might have tapped the rear end over there.
Not major there.
Nothing to do. It's going to be ripped to the center. Jones will retreat and make the grab. Here comes the throw. It's not going to be a time on the sac fly RBI.
Yeah, and Effingham's on the board their first run. 2nd out of the inning.
That'll crack Kuseg in the scoring column. 5-1 ball game. Back to the top of the order will be Braden Bone. He's 0 for 2 today. The game is not away from becoming official.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Put it in the cooler?
Yep.
There you go. Lady Rams up 5-0 now. soccer.
Here comes the first pitch to Bone. Sails high. It'll be 1-0. Top half of the fifth. It's a 5-1 ball game. And here comes the next pitch on the way from Morgan. Low and away. It's 2-0.
We've had snow. It's late. Had wind. We've had rain. Kind of like the postal service. Nothing to keep us away from doing games.
We deliver. See what happens on the 2-0. High and tight. 3 balls, no strikes to Bone. Happy on deck here for the Hearts, trailing 5-1. The top half of the fifth inning. Video returns with the commencement exercises of the class of 2014. That'll be in late May. It'll be presented by Rend Lake College. Save thousands in your college education. Log on to rlc.edu.
No calendar change from March to April. April obviously touches May, so things are on that downhill slide right now. Under about 40 to go.
3-1 count. This will be foul back. The count is full, and the Rams are a strike away. Getting out of the inning with 2 outs. Bases are empty for the Hearts and Braden Bone. He struck out looking and flew out to left. Here comes make or break inside, and that'll ring him up. We are through 4.5. The game official. It's 5-1 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome you back to WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Rams Baseball here from Brendan Klein Memorial Field. It is a 5-1 game with the Rams on top as we head to the home half of the fifth, and some diamond drives been brought in to try to help stabilize some of this clumped dirt/mud on the mound.
Yeah. Tyler Morgan has 89 pitches through 5 innings. So action in the Mount Vernon bullpen kind of looks from a distance like Brock Fulkerson may get some throwing in on a Tuesday. Of course, the Rams have 3 more games this week. Kind of wonder which day he's going to throw. Weber will be available, of course. Morgan, Tyler will be available.
You go Thursday at Alta.
Yeah.
If.
Yeah. The other thing in this, too, is base runners have to be very careful to, when they run the bases, take the inside corner of each bag. If you get these spikes up on a wet bag, you're going to roll an ankle. Got to be very careful how you run it down. Technique-wise, do it the way you're supposed to do it.
The 5-1 ball game as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Millwood and Weber and Pike do up. 2, 3, and 4 in the Ram lineup. It looks like it's just a side session for Brock Fulkerson.
That's probably what it is. That or he just went down there to throw. He hadn't thrown in a while. Since Waterloo, I believe.
Yep.
They get that mound working perfectly. Kevin Doherty into the game now for Effingham, by the way. Number 18. No, that's the same guy. No?
Oh, no, I didn't get a chance to copy down their roster.
18.
That's him.
Same guy, isn't it? No.
That's Custer.
Custer comes in from second base. And he becomes pitcher. So we'll figure out the stats for Poland here. Who goes 4 innings, gives up 5 hits, 4 runs, none were earned. Struck out 1 and walked 1, 2, 3. Mount Vernon Rams. He can be the loser for no decision at this point.
Rams on top 5-1 here in the bottom half of the fifth inning, and in will come Reed Millwood. You'll see Custer for the first at bat. Look.
Yeah.
So maybe they would just call it.
No.
After the
Well, after
can't do that.
Well, Effingham drove down here a long old ways. Try to take care of things. We'll try to get the substitutions in. Custer comes in to pitch for second. Maybe a new one at second now, a new player, because there are no sleeves on that guy. They slipped him in and out on us, didn't tell us.
First pitch on the way from Custer to Millwood, and this will be laced to the right field for a base hit. A leadoff single for Millwood on the first pitch he sees from the new Hearts pitcher. Puts a runner aboard for Thomas Weber.
Okay. Preston Walker goes to second. We got to figure out who's. I bet the pitcher went to third. Kind of looks like it, does it not?
We'll bring in Thomas Weber, a runner on, nobody out here in the bottom half of the fifth, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking, home of the one account featuring free checking and high yield interest. I'll be shocked if Weber.
Yeah, Weber's not bunting. They tell that third baseman that.
Pops it sky high into right field. On the run, the right fielder to make the grab. There's your first down on the fly out to right.
Okay, here's what happens. Poland will go to third. Custer goes to the hill. Walker goes from third to second. How's that?
Works.
DH is off after 2 strikeouts. So we got that bookwork kept figured out for our friends who may be listening. Poland goes to third, Custer to the mound.
Jake Pike digs in, 5-1 Ram lead, runner on first, 1 out. Here in the bottom half of this fifth inning, out of the stretch will come Custer, and it'll miss low and away to the left-handed Pike. Singleton scored his last time. Left-handed Pike versus Custer, a runner on first base in the bottom half of the inning. They'll check on the runner. Rams will have the Montini Broncos tomorrow from Lombard. Thursday traveling to Altsoff, and Friday, of course, at DuQuoin. All of that, weather permitting, stay Friday. You're almost locked to get that one in. 1-0 in the dirt. 2 balls. No strikes to Jake Pike. Had 2 home runs yesterday. Pretty good day at the plate, you could call it, against the Benton Rangers. 2-0 the count. Runner's going to go, and hit and run was in play. Swung on a miss. It's safe at second on a choppy throw is going to be Reed Millwood.
Rito Burrito in there safely.
You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Well, the day has started out rather warm and spring-like. A little chilly now as the rain has come through. 2-1 pitch is going to hit Pike on the back of the knee, and it'll put 2 aboard for the Rams. First and second are your runners with 1 out for Tyler Morgan, who had an RBI single his last time. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Find us on Facebook. As Custer will look in, the right-hander out of the stretch. Makes the second. Of course, nobody was covering. Top half of the sixth for Effingham, you'll see Mahaffey, Hayes, Poland. Rams started with 2, 3, and 4. Pitch on the way to Morgan will be fisted. It's going to be a foul ball coming back toward the backstop. Almost a great play there by the catcher. Unable to hang on to it. It'll be nothing in
right in front of us. Great effort, though, by the catcher.
Did a great job of stopping his body from going hard into the brick. That's about where the padding runs out. So no balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Morgan. Runners on first and second, 1 out, bottom of the fifth. A 5-1 Ram lead. The win today puts them back at 500. It's nothing in 1 or nothing in 2 comes. Okay, so that was a strikeout. So they reset the scoreboard between pitches. You're okay. I was wondering about that. Rain has us all out of sorts as the 0-2 comes, and this one's going to be lifted in the left center field, I should say. On the run is Mahaffey to make the grab. That'll be your second out to bring in Aaron Morgan. I can barely write my book in places. It's so sorry.
Yeah.
Poor
That's
Bob
quit
Gardner.
raining, though.
Supposed to last me 5 seasons. We've seen all kinds of extreme weather this season. Combine this with last season, it's been somewhat unpleasant at times. As the first pitch, Aaron Morgan catches the inside corner, the right-hander behind here, 0-1. Still enjoy bringing you every pitch of Rams baseball here on WMIX, WMIXsports.com. A great assortment of Lady Rams softball. Find our broadcast schedules online at WMIXsports.com. A pitch is going to bounce away from the catcher, and down to second and third, respectively, go the Ram base runners. Up Pike and Millwood.
More opportunity here. Mount Vernon can cash in.
1-1 count to Aaron Morgan. He's reached twice today. There's a 1-1 count here with 2 outs and 2 aboard. Runners are in scoring position. A 5-1 Ram lead. In the bottom half of this 5th inning, Custer out of the stretch, and that's going to be high and tight. It's 2-1 to Morgan. As they throw behind the runner, it gets away from the shortstop. And coming home to score is Millwood over the third baseman. Go Pike. I looked down to write down the count. I completely missed it.
Well, they threw him behind the runner, and the ball got away. And Effingham has kind of thrown the baseball around all day long. And when they look back at this game, they're going to understand why they lost. That already their 4th error of the game.
Makes it a 6-1 score. The Rams scored once in the first, 4 times in the fourth, and once here in the bottom half of this 5th inning. 6 runs on just 3 hits, a runner on third, and 2 outs. 2-1 the count here to Morgan. Takes high. Down increases to 3-1 with Blake Jones on deck.
I think at this point in the situation of proceedings, both teams happy to get this game in. Probably going to get the entire game in.
3-1 coming. This one's going to be off the end of the bat toward the second baseman. Charging was Walker. Makes the play over to first. 4-3 over side of the side through 5. It's 6-1 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford Lincoln dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Construction, heavy hauling, emergency vehicles, agriculture, forestry, utility services. Within these and countless other essential industries, the guys and gals who do the toughest work count on one heavy-duty truck more than any other, the Ford F-Series Super Duty. Day in and day out, built Ford tough, diesel and gas powertrains enable F-Series Super Duties to pump out plenty of horsepower and torque, along with great fuel economy. At Ford Square, we have cashback incentives up to $5,500 on F Super Duties and a great selection right now. Come see one of our sales associates at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rest. And you can also view all of our inventory, new and pre-owned, at fordsquare.com.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. 6-1 is your Ram lead as we head into the top of the 6th. Brock Fulkerson will make an appearance on the hill. So not a side session.
Well, he's in the cleanup duty, not a save opportunity. But Aaron Morgan goes 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. And Mr. Morgan has an opportunity to be the winner in this game if Mount Vernon can get 6 more outs.
And if he gets the win, it puts the Morgans at 3-0 on the year.
I got to be swinging a big stick in free agency. Kidding aside.
This will be Mahaffey, Hayes, and should be pulling the bat, you would assume.
Effingham's downfall today, errors. Several. First pitch swinging.
He popped up in the foul territory out of play. And it's 0-1 to Mahaffey.
Soccer game ongoing, probably JV or getting close to being JV time across the way.
Curveball on the way is going to hit low. It'll be 1 ball, 1 strike as it almost got dirty.
Yeah, flags are limp. No wind at all here. canvas of gray and blue above us and white of the clouds.
1-1 count. It looked like a fastball that time as he went after it. 1-2. We're safe. Our friend is safe.
Flinching.
It was.
He was nervous.
I was looking at him. He didn't look too rational.
He was
that time.
Thinking about things back there just now.
Yes, he was. Like this 1-2 count, I'm happy. It's going to be a curveball outside. Good stop by Weber, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Of course, these two teams come. They don't want to win their regionals. They're both in. Get the triad for the sectional.
Great facilities at Triad. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes, and that's going to be low. Count is full.
One of the more unique football facilities where you go up on a double wide on top of the school for the press box, nice and big and wide.
Like what they've done. Full count coming. This is going to be a ground ball, third base side. Picked up in foul territory by Braden Smith. They'll just scoop it back to the pitcher, Fulkerson, and we'll do it again with a full count for the Hearts. 6-1, Rams on top. We're in the top of the 6th inning, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. It's free checking and high-yield interest, of course, without one account. One means more at Community First Bank. Right now, 1 to Effingham means the lone run of the ball game they have. They just scored an inning to go. Needing some more with a full count and a half. He'll reach out and send it foul with the first base dugout to stay alive.
Look at that bat here. Mahaffey battling. 3-2 count.
Count's full. Nobody on, nobody out as he leads it off, and this will be well off of the plate. Lead-off walk.
Not what you want to do with a 5-run lead.
This will bring in the catcher Hayes in the top half of the 6th inning. 4 Effingham errors in the past 2 innings of defense have been probably the biggest difference in this ballgame. Responsible for the 5-run addition the Rams have put on. Overstead 2 innings. Ground ball, tap foul, first base dugout. 0-1 to Carter Hayes with Sanders in the on-deck circle.
Ooh. Throw the first, not much going.
As the skies continue to darken, of course, as the line of rain passes through our area and heads northeast. 0-1 the count. Runner on first base, nobody out. The runner's going, and this is going to be tapped foul. Back here, lifted foul near us. 0-2. Got to get away from tap foul. That wasn't tap. You smell that rain, though. Whatever this is that blew at us. Not quite a tumbleweed. Kinds of debris. 0-2 count, but it's go low and away. You can't even really see the batter's box anymore.
Well,
1-2 now to Hayes.
It's a mud mess. Take a little bit of work here to this field back.
1-2 count, and it's going to be swung and a miss. Good heat that time from Fulkerson. That's the first out of the inning here in the top half of the 6th. 6-1 is your Ram lead with a runner on first base for the Hearts and the lefty bat of Wade Sanders stepping in.
Struck out twice today.
Runner's going. Here it comes. Swung and a miss. The throw down to second base. Not in time. Good jump there by Happy.
No concern of Brock Fulkerson looking over at first and throwing the first. Soccer match is over. Shaking of hands. We are going to get Mount Vernon 1 with the big lead they had.
Check on the runner at second. Throw will go second base side of the bag. 0-1 the count here to the left-handed Sanders. Struck out looking his first time up, second time up, struck out swinging. Now has an 0-1 count with 1 gone. Here comes, and this is going to be high into right center field. Gines is going to charge up and make the play. Runner unable to tag, and a good strong throw by Gines. Got off on the shortstop.
Yeah, got to throw that ball maybe just a little bit lower. Gines wanted to show off the cannon arm. Worked out. Runner stays at second. Obviously down 5. Doesn't want to get thrown out anywhere.
So to bring in Waltman. He's reached twice today. A single and was plunked back in the fourth. Now here in the sixth, comes to bat with a 6-1 deficit, a runner on second base and 2 outs. Fulkerson out of the stretch. Probably going to fastball first pitch. It'll be the second baseman, Millwood, over to first in time. 4-3 retires the side through 5.5 at 6-1 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. By now you have heard about our new One Checking product. The new One Account is a high-interest earning, free checking account designed for everyone. Unlike other banks that pay interest on higher balance, this account pays interest on all balances. From high schoolers to Warren Buffett, One will work for you. You can talk to one of us at 244-3000 and learn about the details. One, exclusively at Community First Bank. You will be one happy customer. Member FDIC.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. Doctors Kowalski and Smith, the professionals at Orthopedic Center, specialize in back and neck pain. So put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Welcome back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com, as we head to the bottom half of the sixth inning. Rams on top, 6-1 over the Effingham Hearts. Non-conference action, though we would love for it to be a conference game. As in the Ram lineup, we'll see 7, 8, 9. Jones, Smith, and Brookman. Should be, I think, everybody the same defensively for Effingham. Told you earlier, a rematch of last year's sectional semifinal game at Effingham. Effingham was kind to the Rams last year. Able to get the Hearts, and then the Triad Knights, and advance to the Sauget Super Sectional. BJ will get things started. 6-1 the score. Rams on top, 6 runs, 3 hits. 1 run on 3 hits with 4 errors for the Hearts. As well as an equipment adjustment for the catcher.
Rain has moved out. Cool evening. Wind has come to a whisper at most.
You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports.
They'll try to fix this catcher's mitt. Game start at 4:25.
Coach will come out and take a look at it.
AJ beat Herron baseball day 4-0. Softball, Marshall over Robinson 11-1 and 5. Softball, Murphy beat AJ 14-4.
Scoreboard updates presented by Tony Welch, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWelch.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. And of course, you can always get to a better state with State Farm. Just look at his office on the corner of South Water Tower and 42nd.
Catcher's mitt broke. They're having to relace it at home plate.
Looks like it's masked.
They're lacing something up.
Well, Top Oak
says, hey, you can use ours.
Yeah, hey, let's get this going. Somebody just bring a mask. Let's go.
Yeah, well, the problem is these fitted masks, the fitted hockey masks, you can't just swap out usually because they won't match the head.
Of course, you need to take care of it now that we know more than we did back then.
Well, and if it's not fitted or not set right, you can't wear it if you're not somebody else. So if you're somebody else, that's probably why the nice and Mount Vernon offer.
Insensitive Hugo came out there for a moment. Here comes the first pitch, fouled off. It'll be 0-1 to Jones to get the inning started. My friends at the Concussion Blog would be very disappointed.
Oh, they would be. Will be mad. So we'll think.
Pinkerton. 0-1 count, but it's going to miss outside. 1-1.
A&H. A lot of catchers going away from the two-piecer. They're using that hockey-style mask for safety. They keep it on all the time.
1 ball, 1 strike, and this bit of a foul tip, 1-2.
Of course, at all levels now, basically, you cannot run into the catcher. Little League on up to the pros. Now you're not allowed to do that. for the safety of everybody involved. Mask is fixed now. So the catcher for Effingham, Mr. Hayes, will be ready to go.
There we go. 1-2 the count, nobody on, nobody out, as Blake Jones gets it started here in the bottom half of the sixth. Last chance for Effingham in the seventh will be Doherty, Custer, and Walker. There aren't any changes to the lineup. It's a 6-1 ball game. Rams on top. Count is 2-2 here to Blake Jones.
The Rams trying to get to 500 today with a win.
What a big win it would be. Maybe get some momentum. Swung and a miss. Catcher can't hang on. Throw will be down to first base, and Jones will actually beat it out. He'll have to go back to the bag. Looks like he missed it.
Well, he ran through it and then kind of nudged to second, made a movement. All you have to do when you get past first is make a movement. You become a live base runner instead of turning right, and Jones had to dive back in and barely beat the tag. So goes a strikeout, and that's it.
So, runner on and nobody out. It's a strikeout and pass ball reach by Blake Jones. That'll bring in Braden Smith. Walked and scored his last time. Now the 6-1 lead, and this one is going to be just past the diving third baseman, Poland. Around second, headed for third, is Jones. Around first, headed for second, is Smith. Jones will be safe at third. And it'll be second and third for the Rams here in the sixth inning.
Credit Blake Jones' base running. He's at first base. That ball's hit down the left field line, probably no more than 50, 75, maybe 100 feet past third base. And Jones makes it all the way from first to third. Reason why? He didn't put his head down. He wasn't watching the outfielder. He was looking as he was running over to Tim Holloway before he got to second. Coach Holloway told him to go. Wet ball, wet field. Got in there well in front of the tag. The Rams was second and third, nobody out, looking to add on.
It'll be up to Zach Brookman. Had an RBI single his last time. 6-1 score. Could be more by the time Brookman is done, as he'll take it high for 1-0. It's a range of stops.
Now, another thing, too, is it's nice to see the middle and bottom of the order starting to add and contribute to the offensive onslaught for the Rams.
The Rams have scored 23 runs the past 2 days. Here comes. This one is going to be sent to the shallow outfield, maybe deep infield. That one died. It's going to be caught by the shortstop in a good grab.
Well, that time there, the shortstop and the second baseman at that point are out behind second base. Shortstop has call on that. Second baseman barely gave up at the end. That's one of those you can run into each other. But it worked out. First out of the inning for Effingham, but now Vernon rolls back to the top of the order.
One out for Ryan Campbell with 2 aboard. Runners on second and third. Custer will come with it here. Left it over the plate, and that one's going to see its way through. Could be a 2 RBI single. Here comes Jones. No throw to follow, and Braden Smith will score on the 2 RBI single by Ryan Campbell to make it 8-1.
Nice job. First pitch fastball, pounded in the ground between the hole between third and short. Base hit, scores are 2 runs.
So now, with 1 out and a runner aboard, in will step Reed Millwood. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Community First Bank of the Heartland is home of the One account featuring free checking and high-yield interest. The official voice of high school sports on WMIX. We'll check on the runner at first base. Not much doing for Ryan Campbell. Here at the bottom of the sixth, the Rams played a couple more to make it 8-1. Dark skies, but they appear darker if you're the lone person wearing your sunglasses. As the runner's going, that's going to be inside. It's going to be a tough throw down to second base. And that'll actually get away, but a good stop there by the covering second baseman as Campbell gets the stolen base. Count is 1-0 to Reed Millwood, the Rams' second baseman. I'm going to wipe this table down. Put it up. 0-1, or that's a called strike in the inside corner. Not a ball. It's 0-2 now to Reed Millwood. Runner on second, so an RBI chance for Millwood with 1 out here in the bottom half of the sixth. It'll be the last chance for Effingham in the top of the seventh, time called by the catcher.
Well, it's going to have to get this game in, get a little more darker. Only 4 more outs, 5 more outs to go. 6, 5.
Here comes the pitch. It'll be fouled back, and Millwood's going to stay alive. 0-2. For friend's safe. Close.
Probably kicked a rock on it. I'll hit the driveway. Our friend was sweating a little bit.
Talking to the friend that used to drive that last night, I think I caught him off guard with one of my comments.
Yeah, I think you did too. Yeah, I was like, ooh, awkward.
But that's about it. Nothing in 2 coming. It's going to miss low and away for 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I tried to jump in and save.
They ended it up okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's kind of like you're going along, and all of a sudden, it's dead left. Bang! 90 degrees. I'm like, whoa.
One ball, 2 strikes here to Millwood. It's going to be low. The count evens itself at 2 and 2.
Your shoes never look cleaner, both of them in your mouth.
They weren't in my mouth.
For a bit, they were.
No. 2 and 2. Ooh, that's going to be inside corner for a strike. And not much you could do there. And that's going to be a called third strike on Millwood. 2 outs on the board now. Still an RBI chance here. This time it's for Thomas Weber.
That's been a strike all day. Wrinkle on the inside corner of the right-hand hitter. That's been a strike all day long.
In will stand Tommy Webbs with a runner on second. Not going to be able to do much there, of course, but Campbell will go back to be safe. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, 8-1 ball game. Rams on top.
I'll be real honest, up 7 runs. I don't think that Campbell will go anywhere out there. I'm just saying.
Here comes the pitch on the way. It's going to be low. 1 ball, no strikes to Weber with Pike to follow should the inning continue.
Almost dark enough to call this game. Happened before here.
1-0, here it comes, and Weber is going to poke this one to the third baseman. Bowen will fire across the diamond. And that'll get away. A run is going to come home to score. Here comes Campbell. Down to second will go Weber. It's 9-1 Rams. D5.
Campbell was running to third, and he got in the line of sight of the third baseman. And when he got in the line of sight, you could tell the third baseman struggled with catching it and struggled against the first, and he threw one in the dirt. And that goes as the, by my count, 5th error of the day for Effingham in this ball game, and it's 9-1 Mount Vernon.
That'll bring in Pike with an RBI chance. A home run would end it, but we're not Benton anymore, Toto.
No, we are not.
The bench is just a scant deeper here. As he takes a pitch low and inside, the lefty gets ahead here, 1-0. Pitcher is Custer, took over back in the 5th. 6th has not been kind as the Rams have a 9-1 lead. Here comes. Mike will take low on 1-0. It's 2 balls, no strikes.
Lady Rams beat Herons 7-0 today.
Good effort by Lady Rams Soccer.
Good start.
2-0 the count here with 2 gone. A runner on second. It's going to be a little bit of a lead here for the courtesy runner. I guess Connor's story by default is the 2-0 comes. Going to miss high and away, 3-0.
Game cruising toward 2 hours load. All the delays to fix the field and the rain and whatnot kind of added to the length of this one a little bit.
3 balls, no strike. Hitters count for Pike. Here comes the pitch on the way, and that is going to be right down the pike. No pun intended, 3-1. 2 outs here at the bottom of the
When you start making jokes and laugh at yourself, oh, my.
It's been a long day. It's been a good day. Yesterday was a long day, I mean. Great day. 3 balls, 1 strike. A runner on second, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 9-1 game. Pitch to Pike. He will chase after the high one. Ground ball right through the wickets of the second baseman, and it's going to make it 10-1 as Story comes in to score.
Well, you can look at all the runs, and right now it is not pretty. 3 runs in this inning, and 4 runs, and 2 of them are earned. That's the bad part. That one there was a tailor-made ground ball that just stayed on the ground. The glove came up, and the ball didn't come with it.
They're going to go with an error. Oh, yeah, of course, which will be the 6th Flaming Heart error of the day. 10-1 your score. And now, depending upon how this goes, this could be walk-off.
Yeah, it could be.
10-1.
JV game's over. Plus back from Effingham.
Batter, it's going to go a long time, and they came here first.
Any bodies on there? No.
Here comes the pitch with the runner going. Outside corner for a strike. Throw down to second, not in time as Pike swipes.
I'm surprised Pike's still there at 10-1. Tim Holloway is kind of my thought process of, okay. Yeah, I don't think that was kosher.
10-1 ball game. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. This is going to be up and away. Count should even at 1 here to Tyler Morgan. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Rams scored 4 more. And the JV kids were on the bus. Those tinted windows will get you every time. Floss foul over the first base dugout. Juan not going to.
No, Juan didn't make a real good attempt at that.
Well, Juan gets a little lazy just sitting there.
Only got one job to do, and he does that.
That's a little too well sometimes. One of our valued friends, as we were broadcasting baseball at BK Field. 2 outs, runner on second, 1-1. Making that 1-2 is 2-2. Got distracted by the Juan talk, rather. 10-1 the score. Bottom of the 6th, the runner on second for Tyler Morgan. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Custer set out of the stretch. Here comes, runner going. Down to the third base side, foul. We'll do it again.
Brock Fulkerson on deck. Getting more ABs in the first 2+ weeks than all last year.
It's getting real.
Yes, it is.
Breaks up the law firm.
Yeah.
Morgan and Morgan. This is Tyler. 2-2 is the count. 2 outs in the inning. A base hit could end it. Runners going. This is going to be sent back.
Oh, too far right.
Good.
Rain all around us. Better get this thing going. Use our dry slot appropriately.
As this will tail low and away, and it's a full count to Tyler Morgan with Folk on deck. Well, we have the Schmitz Chevrolet post-game show after this inning. We'll find out. Here comes. On the way, a call, third strike. No, we won't. We go to the top of the 7th with the Rams up 10-1. This is Mountain View Baseball from WMIX Sports.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
It's time for every golfer's favorite holiday. Super Demo Day returns to the Rinley College Golf Outlet Saturday, April 5th from 10 till 4. Free range balls, free fittings, and free expert advice from industry professionals. 12 of the hottest brands will be showcased, including TaylorMade, Callaway, and Ping. Hit some balls with a new 2014 driver, like the new Callaway Big Bertha, or get fitted for the new Ping I-25 irons. Real golfers can't miss this event. It's Super Demo Day, Saturday, April 5th at the Rinley College Golf Outlet, just off the interstates in Mount Vernon.
WMIX Sports is your home for the Mount Vernon Rams, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the last chance 7th for the Flaming Hearts. The Rams on top 10-1. It'll be Doherty, Custer, and Walker for Effingham. Fulkerson out for his second inning. And fires a fastball inside corner, pounds it in there for strike 1.
Rams going to get to 4-4 and run, and 6 errors today by Effingham have helped.
Ground ball to third. Picked up by Smith, fires across the diamond in time, 5 Fraser first down.
Mr. Smith is kind of playing his way into the lineup, hitting a little bit, and, of course, his fielding is another thing, too. So he's kind of playing his way into the lineup a little bit as far as this lineup goes at third base.
So with 1 out and the base is empty, it's a high fastball to Custer. Ball's behind, 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. 10-1 score. Rams on top. Community First Bank of the Heartland is your official voice of the Rams. And this will be popped up foul territory. Pike on his horse against the fence, and it'll get out of play.
Yeah, I bet he hurt his hand. Kind of chalked into that fence, and that's one of those. You know, you're up 10-1 late. Just run over and give it a look, hustle a little bit, and then run back. You know?
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No, not at this point.
Out of the windup, here comes a curveball. It just misses outside. It'll be 1-2. Good looking pitch, though. It was. I'm certainly not judging the strike zone.
Custer better get in there and get ready because Brock's ready and the ball hits the catcher, Smith.
Yes, it is. 1-2. Low. It'll be 2 balls and 2 strikes. Walker on deck. Last chance for Effingham. 1 out, nobody on. 10-1. They're going to need 1-9. 9 runs here to keep it going. 2-2. Making a full count. That's outside.
Yeah,
outside.
A little bit outside. Cloudy, overcast day, cool. Whisper of a breeze.
Full count offering, fouled back. Guess what? We're going to do it again.
That dodged one.
Really?
Not our friends, but somebody else's. It got a little close. Late arrivals from the JV and other people coming in from soccer pulling in, kind of parking close in dangerous areas.
Right over the plate on the full count pitch. And that'll be a called third strike for the second Effingham out. And the last chance will be Preston Walker, the second baseman. That's not him. That's a sub. I don't have the roster in front of me now, so we have to put it up. Somebody did have the roster. Do you still have the roster?
Yes, I do have the roster.
It's somebody completely different.
This is somebody different?
Yes. First pitch coming. This could be fouled off.
Ty Harmon, number 14.
There we go. Pinch hits here in the top of the 7th represents the last chance. He fouled one off for 0-1.
Yep.
Volk ready out of the windup. Here comes fastball down the middle. 0-2.
Better get ready to swing now.
Uh-huh. This one's good to her. Last chance for the Hearts. Down 10-1 in the 7th. Ooh. Waste pitch that time. It's 1-2. Had a good look to it, but good eye there by Herman to not chase. Base is empty, 2 outs, top 7. Rams on top 10-1, looking to get back to 500. Is this the pitch that'll do it? Could be. It's going to be popped up right side of the infield. Pike eyes it, makes the grab. The Rams are back at 500 with a 10-1 win over the Effingham Hearts. We'll take a break, come back to your Schmitz Relay Post Game Show. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Now is a great time to move your account to Community First Bank. With our new One account offering the highest interest rate in the market, free checking, and CD specials delivered by people you know and trust, why would you not bank with the market leader in Jefferson County? We offer 5 locations with 7 ATMs and have been serving the Jefferson County market since 1906. Stop in and see why our bank is the fastest growing bank in Jefferson County. Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. Imagine this. You're driving down the road. It's dark as can be outside. Thank goodness you just had that left headlight bulb replaced. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see a thing. Now, close your eyes. Okay, don't close your eyes. You're supposed to be driving. Imagine noticing a slight twinkle off to the left, just above the ditch. What is that, you think to yourself? All of a sudden, whap! You've just encountered your first deer hit. The left side of your vehicle is beat up pretty bad. The next thing I want you to imagine is very simple. Picking up your phone and dialing 1-888-LANDERS to set up your repair. Deer claims are common, and usually a very simple process, which fall under comprehensive coverage. This is Chase Landers, asking you to allow Landers to be your collision repair shop of choice. Whether it be a deer hit, fender bender, or the regular, uh-oh, sorry mom, Landers is here for you whenever you need us. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. 1-888-LANDERS, that's 1-888-LANDERS.
How can we keep the people we love safe and secure in their own home? Let the Medicine Shop's home medical equipment team help you with all your mobility and specialty product needs. They provide mobility products like motorized scooters, wheelchairs, and home stair lifts. The Medicine Shop's expertly trained staff can also provide car and van lift installations, and they offer a full service repair facility for medical equipment, whether you purchased it from them or somewhere else. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area, so a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. Mostly cloudy tonight. A shower or thunderstorm around a low 47. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm in the area. High 71. And for tomorrow night, a couple of showers and strong thunderstorms. These storms can bring heavy downpours as well as locally damaging winds and hail. Low 60. Thursday mostly cloudy, breezy and warm. Still a shower and thunderstorm, high 77. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back, Brendan Klein Memorial Field. It took 2 hours, but the Mount Vernon Rams beat the Effingham Flaming Hearts by final 10-1. Schmidt Chevrolet, of course, find them at 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. You can find all of their inventory online at schmidtchevrolet.com. With Eddie Czerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. The aforementioned DC has a score in its net.
Effingham 1 run, 3 hits, 6 errors, 4 left on base. The Rams had 10 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. Aaron Morgan, the winner, goes 5 innings. Brandon Custer, the loser, in a game that took 2 hours. Mount Vernon 10, Effingham 1.
There you go. We only owe you a player of the game here on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. We'll take a break, come back, and just said, this is Rams Baseball, victorious over Effingham, 10-1 from WMIX Sports.
You need a great quality new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 34 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. They're receiving new vehicles every day. So be sure to stop by and find out how you can save thousands on the total cost of your vehicle. Helping people get in a great, dependable vehicle for over 34 years. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
It's time for every golfer's favorite holiday. Super Demo Day returns to the Rinley College Golf Outlet Saturday, April 5th from 10 till 4. Free range balls, free fittings, and free expert advice from industry professionals. 12 of the hottest brands will be showcased, including TaylorMade, Callaway, and Ping. Hit some balls with a new 2014 driver, like the new Callaway Big Bertha, or get fitted for the new Ping I-25 irons. Real golfers can't miss this event. It's Super Demo Day, Saturday, April 5th at the Rinley College Golf Outlet, just off the interstates in Mount Vernon.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Look, welcome back. Rams Baseball, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. It is your Schmidt Chevrolet post-game show. Rams win this one 10-1. We owe a player of the game.
Aaron Morgan is our choice, going the distance in his first varsity start. Not going distance, went 5, gets the victory.
There you go.
First varsity start.
Player of the game today. We're back at it tomorrow, we hope. Weather permitting, as the Mount Vernon Rams battle the Lombard-Montini Broncos. 4:30 your first pitch, 4:15 your pregame. We'll have it for you here, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. For Danny Czerwinski, for Hunter Schrader back at the Mount Vernon studio, I'm Chris Hugo. Remind you of the final score. There's that. How about the Mount Vernon Rams 10, the Effingham Hearts 1. The Rams are back to 500 at 4-4-1. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm Chris Hugo. Good night.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports. Mount Vernon Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports is sponsored by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Rams Baseball is also sponsored in part by the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Red Lake College. Save thousands on your college education. Log on to rlc.edu. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Winning Edge. Schmidt Ford of Salem. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. All Stars and Stitches. Central Christian Church. And People's National Bank. Stay in the game on Twitter. Follow us at WMIX Sports or log on to WMIXSports.com. Now back to America's best music on the legendary WMIX.